What's going on, guys? It's Red Bull Tanker, and welcome back to Operation Scarlett, Turn 3 for the British Empire and its dominions. Alright, well, it has started out to be quite the turn. So starting off, we did the random event for the Irish Rebellion, and the Irish Rebellion happened. Germany placed 2 infantry into Erie to face off against the 2 British infantry that had moved in, and then I'll go over what happened when we cover the German turn and why Ireland is now German. All right, starting out with Austria. Let's see here. Austria did battle with the Russians in West Ukraine. Did pretty well, but they weren't able to fully capture the territory. That was pretty much it for the Austrians. They moved some forces into greater southern Germany to aid the Germans there against the Italian army. Russia went bold, and they attacked into Poland and knocked the Germans back a little bit. They couldn't really do anything else against the Austrians there in western Ukraine. Unfortunately, they just lacked the forces to do it. Other than that, and then the Austrians did come and take Belarus, but the Russians came and took it back. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the Russians. All right, so over to the Germans. So with the Irish Rebellion, what Germany ended up doing was taking this transport and putting an infantry and artillery on, and they went 1, 2, 3, went clear, made it through the naval mines and landed an infantry and an artillery into Ireland and took Ireland. Other than that, now that it's turn 3, another thing that happens is that the Germans, the French, and the British now have to launch a mandatory offensive somewhere in this area every turn from now on. If they do not, they lose 5 IPC at the end of their turn, so they have to subtract 5 IPC from what they collect. So Germany, and you have to do it with a minimum of 4 infantry. So Germany launched 4 infantry into France. They all died. I think they scored 3 hits. Yeah, they scored 3 hits. And then that was pretty much it for all the German combat. And then they took some of their forces, went to Poland, took others to reinforce West Germany. For France launched their mandatory offensive. They did not get any hits, and Germany killed all 4 of the French units that were attacking. France moved some troops off of Portugal to southern France, as well as taking forces from Brazil and putting them in Portugal. And then the French also helped to re-secure Malaya. Oh, which is something I forgot to mention. So the German troops in Malaya have popped up in Western Australia. And then the 2 German cruisers attacked the Anzac cruiser and transport down here and won at the cost of 1 transport. But now Australia has been invaded, and now the Anzacs have to deal with that. And I think that was pretty much it. And then, like I said, yeah, the French came down and liberated Malaya for the Far East Command. And all right, now we can go over to the British. All right, so starting out with the British Empire, or the British European forces. They had 27 to spend. They spent 25 of it. They bought a transport, 5 infantry, and an artillery. Combat this turn. All right, we're going to finish off the conquest of Africa. We're going to try and kill that last German unit here in the Belgian Congo. And then we're going to load up 2 infantry and 2 artillery to move here to attack Ireland, along with using 1 transport here with an infantry and artillery as well. So first we'll come down to Africa. So we have 2 artillery, and this will be 4 infantry. So we will have 2 infantry. 2 infantry at 2. Miss. And then 2 infantry and 2 artillery at 3. Oh, they got lucky and got the hit. And then the Germans for 3, they also scored a hit. But the Congo has been taken back. out. I'll pull this infantry off. We'll immediately just chip out that artillery because I'm running out of artillery pieces. All right, so that is the Congo. All right, so now we'll go up to Ireland. So I will move these 3 transports over. Those 2 transports over. And then, like I said, I'm taking those 2 transports. I'm taking 3 infantry and an artillery, leaving an infantry behind in Canada, in Quebec. And again, we also have a, we have a British infantry and, wait. Yeah. Right? Yes. Right. Yep. So then another British artillery and infantry from the mainland, or from the UK attacking. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 infantry and 2 artillery against 2 infantry and a artillery. However, because it is an amphibious assault, the German artillery does get a quick shot at 3 as a pre-invasion bombardment. Oh crap, they scored a hit on the Brits. Alright, so the Brits are going in with 4 infantry and 2 artillery. So, that would be, so 4 infantry. Alright, so we have 2 infantry at 2. Oh, they both hit. Look at that. That's 2 hits. And then the 2 more infantry and 2 artillery at 3. That's 3 hits. So that'll be all the German defenders. And then the Germans have 2 infantry and artillery, so 3 at 3. Germany got 1 hit. So Ireland will come back into the British fold. The British lost another infantry. Kind of wrecks the timetable though a little bit because sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to get a couple things rearranged. Okay, so that is combat for the British there. So the only non-combat that we have on the European side is that we're going to take 1 transport with an infantry and artillery, go into 110, offload into Holland to Belgium. Immediately chip all this out. Oh, rats. I'll have to get it later. Just dropped an artillery piece. I'll get it later. Okay. Dropping stuff. So, okay, that's it for them. And then we can just quickly collect income. Wait a minute. Yeah. Right? Yes. Okay. So, Britain, they saved 2. They were supposed to collect 27. However, since they couldn't go forward with a mandatory offensive, they will have to subtract 5 IPC. So they will collect 22 plus the one they saved. So they will collect 24 for this turn. I don't have enough chips. All right, going over to the Far East Command. They had 14 to spend. They spent all of it. They bought one transport, an infantry, and an artillery, and I didn't deploy. Sorry. Okay. They have no combat this turn, just a lot of non-combats. They're taking 3 infantry from India, putting them back here. Actually, there was one part of the non-combat is going to be, the Far East Command is going to, you're gonna come here. No, you'll come here as well. The Far East Command is going to take Sumatra. I believe Sumatra is also only worth 1. Let me double check. Yep. Sumatra is worth 1 IPC. So they take that. And then they're going to move this infantry and artillery into Yunnan. And then deploy. Like I said, infantry, artillery, and transport. And then at the end of the turn, they will collect 13. So 11, 12, 13. All right, so then for the Anzacs, they had 13 to spend as well. They spent 12 of it for 1 cruiser. Non-combats. These 2 are coming to Southern Australia. This transport is going to go 1 pickup, 2 offload. And then that will be it for the Anzacs. Then we will grab the cruiser, deploy the cruiser there. And so then the Anzacs saved 1, they collect 7. So the Anzacs will have 8 IPC. So let's see, that's going to be, so that's 3 right there. All right, well, that is it for the British and their dominions, and we will see you guys next time for the United States for turn 3. So until then, guys, as always, take care.